What's the quickest you've ever seen a new coworker get fired? 1. A guy at my work was caught playing World of Warcraft for hours every day. The boss called him in, told him it was completely unacceptable, and warned him to stop immediately or he'd be fired. Less than an hour later, IT tells the boss the guy is back in his office playing again. He was let go that day. 2. A new guy showed up to work completely hammered and tried to operate a forklift right in front of the regional safety manager. 3. A guy refusing to wear safety gear/PPE on his first day. He flat out said no to the supervisor, who then fired him. He didn't even make it to the first coffee break. If he was that adamant about not wearing safety gear, it wasn't a good sign. 4. During their onboarding training, they stole my boss's wallet on camera. 1 hour in. 5. Orientation second day. He's to sit in a conference room and read through binders of important info. Our boss walks out and closes the door. It has a window with blinds open to see through. Going about our day and the boss asks us why the conference door's locked and blinds closed. Nobody is sure, so they get security to open the door to see this guy kicked back with the lights off asleep. He had closed the blinds and locked the door. 6. I once saw a new coworker get fired on their first day during lunch. They loudly bragged about how they lied on their resume to get the job. Unfortunately, they didn't realize the boss was sitting right behind them. By the time we got back to the office, their desk was already cleared out. They were gone before we even finished our afternoon coffee. It is just insane how stupid some people are. 7. As a teenager, I worked at a bowling alley. Within an hour, a coworker was fired for dropping a ball on the foot of a complaining patron. 8. I warned them not to hire her. She worked at a bank, and 2 weeks after opening an account for my 15-year-old son, she looked him up on Facebook and sent him a friend request. He doesn't even know her. Now she was applying for a job at a high school. Day 1 after work? Threw a party with said high schoolers. Fired. I warned them. 9. Guy came in and got certified on the first half of the job. We put him in a forklift for part 2 and he went to his car on break. Came back drunk to the point of being obvious. That's when I found out we have a breathalyzer on site. They made him call a friend for a ride. They drove out of sight, immediately turned around and came back. Dude sprinted into our parking lot and drove his car away. We had to call the cops because he technically left work in a vehicle while drunk. 10. An hour into day 2. We worked with some pretty confidential clients and found that he'd shared basically everything on Facebook after day 1.